Welcome to your weekend focus, October the 31st and November the 1st, 2020. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. And thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. The 31 energy. The 31 energy is all about staying focused. It's about completion. And it's about working together, working collectively with another, bringing our talents, our abilities to the table and blending them with other people's talents and abilities, getting around like-minded people, brainstorming. That all works well under the 31 energy. And if we do the numerology of the day, it is a 9 energy. The 9 energy is about completion, but it's also about getting the soil ready for the new season, the new seeds that we want to plant. So it's very fitting that we have the full moon on the 9th, and I don't really want to get into the full moon too much until we get through the weekend itself, but it's about preparing the soil for the new beginnings that lay in wait. November the 1st, we have November, it's an 11 energy. Collectively, it is a 15 energy, which is a 6 energy, right? So it boils down. We always go to a single digit unless it's I was going to say major arcana, a master number. We're not talking about the tarot right now. We're talking about numerology. So it being an 11 month, I mean, it's really a call for us to put our focus, our attention on the things that we want most in our life, our goals, our wishes, our desires, to get a little serious about them and put our focus, our attention on that, give it 110% of ourselves. And we will see the successes. And sooner rather than later. But when you do the 11 plus the 4, we have a 15 energy. The 15 energy, if there was a statement to be made, I want you to get a pen and paper. I want you to write this down somewhere, because this is the month of November for you. This is something that you should be asking yourself each day. And if you want to journal towards these 2 questions that I'm about to, because I'll give you one for the 6 energy too then. But for the 15, I want you to ask yourself, will this limit me or move me towards my goals and dreams? Will this limit me? This action, this conversation, this new road I want to walk, this old path that I stay on, what is limiting me and what moves me towards? So ask yourself for each thing that comes up in your life, whether you're looking at relationships or work, stature in the community, your family, your spirituality, your health and well-being. And then 1 plus 5 is a 6. So the 6 energy, I would have to say the question would be, how can I bring in harmony and beauty? Now that could be towards yourself, growing your love in some way, your beauty in some way. Or it could be, your exterior. You might decide to redecorate or to move completely or to organize something in a new way that's more pleasing, that brings out beauty and harmony, where you can look upon it and create that in your life. Maybe it's within relationships. How can I make this relationship more beautiful? What can I add to it? How can I bring in a harmony? So for the month of November, keep those as key things. Because we are really in a time that won't come again for maybe centuries, for goodness sakes. We've lived through energy that nobody has really lived through, or it was so long ago. It could have been just 30 years ago. It could have been a couple hundred years ago. It could have been 1,000 years ago. Some of this energy that's coming together and compiling upon each other and changing our world, changing our environment, changing the things we do, the way we interact, the way we grow, the way we look at ourselves and each other. So, and we all can see that over the last 10 years or so, right? Since 2020 or 2010, sorry, 2010. So the last 10 years, brain fart. Um, let's not get off the beaten path. It's going to be long enough anyways. We'll talk about the energies another day, another time, but we know we can feel it, right? And a lot of this full moon energy actually has to do with we know and we feel it. Sun is in Scorpio, moon is in Taurus. We have the full moon at 8 degrees, so it's all about our integrity, the hard work. We cannot, when it's 8 degrees for the energy, we cannot look at the shortcut. No matter how solid it looks, no matter how sound it is, it's not going to work. It's going to backfire somewhere down the road. You'll find yourself back at the beginning again. You have to take the long route. You have to apply a discipline, a perseverance, a patience with yourself and maybe others. And when you do this, when you walk with integrity, when you add a patience, a hard work ethic to what you truly want, your goals, your dreams, your desires, you will see the successes. And you can stand very proud and tall for your successes. Now, the energy for the full moon, of course, Saturn is still in there. I didn't really look at Mars, but Mars didn't catch my eye. So I'm going to say Mars is a little bit, but Saturn's duking it out with poor Mercury retrograde. And when that happens, we get serious, we get sad, we get, pulled down. We feel this heavier energy. So, misunderstandings can happen because Mercury is in retrograde, arguments, and it was just a lack of communication, more than likely. The big thing with the full moon, though, is Uranus. Uranus is sitting right on top of, or the moon is sitting right on top of Uranus. And the sun, obviously, is opposing both of these energies. So we can feel something new in the air. We can, it's kind of like smelling a season, right? You walk outside and you're like, it smells like fall, or it smells like spring, or it smells like winter, it smells like snow, it smells like rain, Do we smell sunshine? I don't know. It smells like a glorious, beautiful, sunshiny day. But we'll feel it. We'll feel the change around the corner. We'll feel that things are progressing in a new way. And with Uranus, it brings in the unexpected. It may bring in wonderful, exciting news, or something of great excitement, or it may bring in something unwanted. So it's about staying open-minded. It's about going with the flow as much as possible. It's about being flexible. Rolling with the punches. See where it leads. And so these changes, it could be something that manifests in us, or within our relationships, or perhaps within our environment. And for each of us, it will be different. But over the next 2 weeks, and I would assume over the next several days, if it hasn't already happened, something just out of the blue, just because Uranus is about that out of nowhere kind of experience. It's here. It's the thing you least expected to happen. It's almost like we're anticipating. Now, we could see that anticipation, or we could feel that anticipation more as a fear or an anxiety. And if we do that, we invite in problems in our life. So, little mishaps and accidents can easily happen when we allow this energy. So we have to be conscious of the energy. We have to take control of the energy. We have to go out on our own and look for something out of the ordinary and original to do. Safe, mind you, but original and out of the ordinary for ourselves personally. And explore that in some way. To use that energy in a constructive way. And it may just lead you to a brand new door that you were never aware of before. So, let's see what the cards say. And this is a double full moon for the month of October. We had a full moon in October on October the 1st in Aries. I think it was at 9 degrees. So this does hold the 9 energy. So this is about understanding where we need completion in our life, where we need endings, where we need healing. So we can leave it in the past, so we can walk away, so we're not carrying it forward with us. Because we are going into tremendous energy. We have been given this time in between the eclipses to understand a little bit more about ourselves, to see what really is our passion. And some of us are just becoming aware of that now. And that's okay. Some of us are still not aware of that true passion, that thing that will make you jump out of bed in the morning. You can't embrace the day. Look at this. We have the King of Pentacles. What a beautiful card. Now, the King of Pentacles is, he's the richest king of them all. Does he take risks? Yes, absolutely he does. But they're educated risks. He surrounds himself with people of knowledge that he doesn't have, so he can tap into that knowledge to get the upper edge, to get the upper hand. Now, our crown here is a living vine. So it's those new, original, out-of-the-box kind of thoughts that we have that will actually transform our way of thinking towards a potential future for ourselves. There's great abundance to be had. Now, money and love go kind of hand in hand when it comes to energy. So it could be in our relationships. It could be in our finances, in our worth, maybe in our self-worth. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of a, I get this, stay to yourself. Don't share too much about your vision of your tomorrow, your dreams, your goals, your wants. It's kind of about get serious, go a little bit inward with them. Make that commitment to yourself, that determination, but don't raise your flag and say, well, I've got to do this now because this is where I want to be in 6 months. You just go and you do it and you keep your head down and you keep working at it. I wouldn't put a lot of trust in other people, especially with Mercury retrograde now. After this, shortly after, in a couple of more days, Mercury will be finally stationary direct, but will still be in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. So things could get misconstrued. Arguments can happen. They don't hear what we're saying. They hear something completely different. They gossip. They gossip behind our back or use it against us for their advantage. So be a little bit careful with that. It's about understanding too what you truly need to take forward with you. So there will be closure, there will be completions, and some of that will be relationships. People come and go in our lives. That's just life. And so new people are adding to your experience while others have a new path to walk as well. The Ace of Cups. There you go. There you go for the middle card. The card that defines it all. Is how are you going to fill that cup? What is your passion? What is your dream? What is your want? What is your desire? And don't worry about how it's going to come about. Remember, we have Uranus in the mix here, so anything can happen. Anything is possible. Everything's out on the board for this one. Anything. That's when the flukes happen. And, if that didn't happen, this never would have come together. Or if that, it's just that one brief moment in time that everybody remembers, but it was so minute at the time that nobody thought they would ever remember that. So just have the expectation. What do you really want? What is your passion? What if time, money, energy didn't matter? None of that mattered. It was just your passion of what you would want to wake up and do every day of your life. What is it? Is it create a family, grow a family, deepen love? Is it feeling healthy? Is it stature in the community? Is it climbing that corporate ladder? Is it starting your own business? Is it raising your spirituality? Is it about living in your truth? What is your passion? Because there's many ways of developing that. Even climbing the corporate ladder, you can't do it if your home life is in ruins, because there's an imbalance happening in your life, right? So regardless of what it is, things will come together. The pieces of the puzzle can finally be put into place. We've got the frame outlined, perhaps, or we're building the frame. And slowly each challenge that we meet. So these aren't short term, these are long term. And we're really giving it thought. By putting it in the middle here, we're giving it thought, but it's got great potential to actually manifest in your life going forward in some way. It may not be the way that you think it might. Chances are it won't be. Knight of Swords. Oh, we feel the energy of wanting to create, of wanting something different, of wanting something new, of wanting the challenge. This is like going through the deep forest for so long, having to dismount, walking in circles, walking paths only to find them peter out into nothing and having to backtrack. And now we hit the open field. Now we jump on that horse. Now we raise our sword high. Now we yell, charge. And so be careful of this energy, because it's a little bit of spontaneity in here, and the rest of the energy definitely does not call for spontaneity. So I'm going to heed you with a little bit of caution that it has to be, remember what we said, the educated risk. That started it all off. So we have to give it thought. We have to contemplate. We have to pray. We have to meditate on the things that we really want to go after going forward, or we are going to face challenges that we could have easily avoided. And look at this, the Queen of Pentacles. How serene. So we start with the King of Pentacles. We end with the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, if that is not a call to the abundance that you can create in your life by using a patience, by surrounding yourself with the right people, by utilizing other people's talents and abilities alongside your own to grow your dreams, to grow your desires, to grow your wants. Will we need a patience? Absolutely. Will it be hard work? More than likely. Will it be challenging? You got it. Will there be heartaches? Hard times, heartaches? Of course. It's part of life. But will you find that success? Will you find that abundance? This card says absolutely, combined with the King. But we have to be the diplomat in our life. We have to use our intuitive abilities as well as our sage wisdom. Because our kings and queens are the intuitives and the emperor and the empress. They are the diplomats. So we have to stay grounded in our approaches. We have to have a patience. We have to think outside the box a little bit. And we have to understand that the hard part is really behind us. Because see those clouds? The storm has passed. We may not feel it yet. We may still feel, if it's raining or it's really windy where I live, I think, oh, there must be a storm on the lake, perhaps, or depending on where it's coming from. And we're getting the aftermath of that. So even though the storm has passed, and it's not hitting me, you feel it, or the storm is coming on. But the storm is leaving, and we still feel the wind might still be blowing, the rain still may be coming down, hard, but just not as hard. Kind of, the storm is past, and we may not feel that yet, and we may not feel that for a while yet, to be truthful with you, because there is a true patience that is needed here. There is hard work that is needed here. And we need to walk with integrity. We can't take the shortcuts right now. Please don't take the shortcuts right now. We'll get a mantra here. I don't know if I'm going to go to the book or not. I might just talk to this. Maybe we'll peek in the book for what the mantra said. How's that sound? We'll just skip to the end. Oh, this deck. It loves half of it flying away each and every time I shuffle it. It's got a energy of its own. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Unicorn. Oh, that's that word. Oh my goodness. Invite serendipity into your life, right? Invite serendipity. I always say it wrong. I know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, but it's just who I am. Look at this. We're riding the unicorn. Wow. So what is the dream? Okay. The King of Pentacles asks us what the dream is. The energy of November asks us, is it limiting me, or do I feel like this? Am I moving towards this? That explosion of energy and light and color in my life. Invite in just happiness and joy. Create it. I'm going to go into the book. I'm going to read it because I'm missing something. I know I am. Or maybe I'll skim through it fast and see if something jogs me here. Mysterious, playful, and pure. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. So, feeling the freedom, feeling the liberation. What moves you towards those things? What moves you towards freedom and liberation? The unicorn is symbolic of serendipity, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy and beneficial way. This card represents good luck in making unexpected and favorable discoveries. So the unexpected is all around us, and I do hope that it comes in a very beautiful form for you. But if not, then go with the flow. Stay open-minded. Stay flexible. And you just may feel this energy come upon you out of nowhere because you do that. Expect magic to happen. Expect magic to happen. Luck is on your side. The mantra is, I accept and invite serendipity into my life. Okay, we'll get an animal. And then, of course, we will go to the Journey of Love cards because it just brings the whole reading together every moon, doesn't it? For those of you who stick around to the end, it's probably it's my favorite part of the reading. Look at this. Go the extra mile with the elephant. Now, I can say right now from what I've said so far, with the energy of this weekend and the next 2 weeks going forward, because we have that full moon energy happening in Taurus, go the extra mile is, it might seem like the long way, but it's the right way. It might mean that it takes more effort and time and energy and resources, but it's worth the effort because you're doing it the right way the first time around. And once again, right away, I got careful of the shortcuts over this period of time. So let's go to the elephant. Go the extra mile, nurture, productive, communicate, telepathy and listen. The purpose of life is not to be happy, but to matter, to be productive, to be useful, and to have it make a difference that you've lived it all. So, very much about your legacy, your destiny, your legacy. Elephant reminds you that when you feel like quitting, it just means that you have some extra steps to take. Many times people set goals and stop in the middle of them frustrated. Elephant will keep you motivated to keep going. It could be an exercise program, a new skill that you want to try, a friend that you have been meaning to call. Elephant teaches us that being gentle, having commitment, clear communication can definitely help in all of our endeavors. On the outside, Elephant looks like an intimidating creature, but she is actually a nurturer, wanting everybody to succeed and feel protected. Elephant is also very telepathic, and with a sixth sense, can feel the energy around her with friends, family, and even strangers. So anybody ever, if somebody gets into your car and before you even really look at them, you know there's something wrong. Or somebody walks in the room and everybody seems to turn and look because their energy is so strong that you tap into it. So Elephant is around us so that we can tap into those energies. We can feel. So maybe it's not so much of listening with our ears as with our eyes, with that intuitive sense that we have. Elephant reminds you that where you are needed, well, we still want to listen with our ears. Elephant reminds you that where you are needed and how to get a good feel for it. The words may not be spoken. Although elephants are large and heavy, they walk noiselessly and with much grace. Elephant gives you subtle hints that you are needed. Listen to the signals with all your senses. So listen with all your senses, maybe not just with your ears. That makes more sense. So that's why I read the book, guys. To get it right, to make sure I'm giving you the right information. Journey of Love card. So it is a very strong energy full moon for us. Absolutely. I think we go into this full moon with a seriousness about where we want to go. What is our destiny? What is our passion? To come to some conclusions. To make some decisions in our life. To close some doors. Complete some things so that we can go forward without things weighing us down. So it's a beautiful time to release, to let go, to forgive. Okay, our Journey of Love card is the Pearl Threaded 38, which is an 11. The Pearl Threaded. Isn't that beautiful with the blues and stuff? I was actually thinking today, I don't have that color for a shirt anymore, I don't think. I thought, I need one. I think I really do. I need one. 38. Okay, we'll read the poem. Oh, the poem is only 2 lines. It's usually most of the reading. Hearts apart, remember love, and time stands still. Though we labor through the illusion of individuality and have to face our inner challenges for solitude, our spiritual transformation is not an independent event, nor is it for our victory alone as we approach the enlightened way of all-embracing love. Each human being is a pearl on the Divine Mother's garland, gradually assuming luster and revealing beauty, worth, radiance over many lifetimes. Together, we are creating a precious offering, in return for her gift of life. We can learn to draw on the collective effort to allow our own journey to become integrated into the journey of the group without being weighed down, and instead to be lifted up. To do this, we honor the thread that connects each of us as a divine being. Just like the various fingers that belong to one hand, when we honor the pearl essence of our divine nature, we are capable of growth and transformation, becoming divine beauty. The oracle brings you a message. You are to shift your perspective to allow all groups that you are involved in, to become, oh, we got a page turner here, to become, will it turn, a source of energetic lifting rather than depletion. If a group you are involved in cannot do this for you, then you may not be in the right group. You may not be in vibrational renaissance, and it may be time to seek a group that is more supportive of your vibration and light. Trust your feelings. Don't be scared to open up and allow yourself to connect with others. That way you can truly know if a group or gathering is for you, or if you need to move on. But do trust that you are not alone on your journey, and the soul connections that will nurture you will draw you to them like strands of pearls on the Divine Mother's necklace. So, it is about unity, working together. It is about bringing our best to the table and contributing it to another's greatness and growing the success. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.